Jai Guruji viewers, I welcome you all in this channel Alluring English. We have already started the videos on the topic narration, which is also known as direct-indirect speech. So in my earlier video, I have discussed the rules regarding the conversion of direct speech into indirect speech. So first of all, we have to see the sentence which is given to you in indirect speech is based on the transformation that we have to do according to the direct speech. In direct speech, you will see reported speech. Reported speech is the portion which is put inside the inverted commas. So if the sentence in reported speech is in affirmative sentences, then what all rules we have discussed in the previous videos will be applied here, and we have to convert the direct speech into indirect speech. So the things will be clear to you only when you will be able to understand these examples which I will be covering today. I'll try to cover up each and every single rule so that you will be having an ease over doing the narration portion while doing your own exercises. So let's say, first of all, first sentence says, she says, I like fruits. I'm again repeating it for you. The portion before inverted commas is reporting verb. The portion inside the inverted comma is reported speech. My reported speech is I like fruits. It is an affirmative sentence. Now we are aware about the rules as per the rules we have discussed in the previous video. First of all, we have to see the reporting verb. Now see, reporting verb is saying that she says. Says is present tense. I've already told you, if reporting verb is in present tense or in future tense, then the tense of the reported speech will not change. So this tense will not change and the rest of the things will be changed. Just see how we'll do it. She says. We will not convert it into tells. Reason being, we are not having the object here. We are not having the listener here. So she says will remain as it is. Inverted commas will change into that. First person of reported speech, which is the speaker, again we change according to the subject of the reporting verb, which is she. So I and she will be replaced. She says that she likes fruits. See, viewers, instead of like, I have used likes here. So this is the part of the tenses, because this sentence was present indefinite tense. In present indefinite tense, with I we use only first form of the verb. But if we are using it with he, she, it, or the third person singular, then the verb is followed by s and es. That's why I have done it. She likes fruits. Tense is not changed. It is not converted into past tense. So this was first conversion. The second one. Ram will say, this is an amazing idea. Same ways. Ram will say is highlighting that reporting verb is in future tense. That means the tense of the reported speech will not change. Accordingly, we will convert it into indirect speech. Ram will say that. That you have to use in order to remove the inverted commas, because we have to combine these sentences with the help of the conjunction. That, if it is an affirmative sentence. Now this is an amazing idea. This will be converted into that. That is an amazing idea. I have not changed the tense of the reported speech. This will change into that, but is an amazing idea will remain as it is. Reason being, reporting verb was in future tense, so will not change the tense of the reported speech. So this is the conversion of the second sentence. Now coming back to the third sentence, teacher says, please give us shade. So just say, teacher says is in present tense. So the reporting verb will remain as it is. Teacher says. Again that. Now trees give us shade is a universal truth. Let me give you some more examples about universal truth. There are two types of truth, universal truth and permanent truth. Permanent truth is a truth which changes according to a person and according to the place also. If I say, I live in Dwarka, this is the permanent truth because I live in Dwarka. If I talk about you, you might be living in Janakpuri, you might be living in Tagore Garden, you might be living in Lucknow, you might be living in Bombay. So that is the truth associated with your personality. So this is the permanent truth because it has been changed according to the person. The person is me and the person is you, all of you. Now, universal truth is that truth which does not change despite of the fact wherever you are living and despite of the fact about whom we are talking. For example, trees give us shade. It is universal. You are living in India, you are living in Germany, you are living in England. Everywhere trees will give us shade. In the same ways, there are 24 hours in a day. So universal truth. Sun rises in the east. It is again universal truth. So I hope you will be able to demarcate the difference between the universal truth and the permanent truth. So because my reported speech is a truth and because my reporting verb is in present tense, so I am not changing this particular speech which is reporting speech. So the answer will be, teacher says that trees give us shade will be the conversion of this sentence from direct speech into indirect speech. So I hope these three examples are very much clear to you. Now proceeding further, I'll give you some more examples. Here I'm writing one more example. She says to me. She says to me, I want this book. Right. Now in this sentence, she says is indicating that our reporting verb is in present tense. Because the reporting verb is in present tense, so the tense of the reported speech will not change. But the major change will come here, that because it is says to, because we are having an object here, because we are having a listener here, so says to will be converted into tells. So she tells me that I. It is first person, it will be converted in according to the subject of the RV. So she tells me that she wants that book. I have not changed the tense of the reported speech. It was present indefinite earlier, it is present indefinite this time as well because the tense of RV was present. I hope this will be clear to all of you. Let me give you one more example here. She said to me, commas, inverted commas, I live in Delhi. Now students, just see the sentence. Reporting verb is in past tense. So if reporting verb is in past tense, we are supposed to do various changes. But here I am not doing any sort of change in the reported speech. Reason, it is a permanent truth. I live in Delhi is a permanent truth, and I have discussed with you that if it is a truth, it will not be changed. So the answer would be, she said to will be converted into told me that she lives in Delhi. Again, I am revising it for you. RV was in past tense, but RS reported speech was a truth. That's why the tense of RS was not changed, and we have done rest of the changes. Said to was changed into told that, and she lives in Delhi. I hope it is clear to you all. Now, these are some of the changes which were taken into consideration that RS was not changed. RS, the tense of RS was not changed. Now, the major changes that will be occurred in case the reported speech is not a truth or the reporting verb is not in present or future tense. So, now let us discuss those particular examples. I said to her, commas, inverted commas. I said to her, I need your help. Viewers, just see. I said to her. Said to means past tense. I need your help is just an affirmative sentence. Now we have to do the changes. Just see. I said to will be converted into told. Her will remain as it is. Commas will be replaced by that. Now the major change will come into reported speech. You know that I is first person. It will be converted according to the subject. Subject is again I, so it will remain as it is. Now, this verb need, this is the first form of the verb. And in our rules, we have discussed that verb's first form will be changed into verb's second form. So instead of need, I will be using here needed. I needed your. It's a second person. Second person will change according to the object and your will go according to her. So I needed her help. This will be the change. I hope this is again clear to you. Now, let us take one more example here. Ram said, commas, inverted commas. I do not want milk. I do not want milk. So now in this example, just see, said is given here. There is no object. So said will remain as it is. It will not be converted into told. Our first task is Ram said that. I, first person, will go according to Ram. Ram is the subject. So instead of writing Ram, here we have to use the pronoun associated with Ram. So it will be he. If you remember, I have told you that if do or does or did is there in the sentence, no other changes are required. Just change do or does into did. So it will be that he do not will be converted into did not want milk. Friends, I have changed do into did, but I have not changed want into wanted. Reason being, only one change is required if you go as per the mnemonics I have given to you. One more thing you should keep it in mind, that do, does and did, they are followed by first form of the verb only. This is the major portion of the tenses. I have converted this affirmative sentence, negative affirmative sentence of present indefinite tense into negative affirmative sentence of past indefinite tense. So don't get confused. That is why I have given you this particular example, that if do not is given to you, do not change the first form of the verb into second form, just change do into did. I hope it is clear to you. Now, my next example says, my mother said to me, comma, inverted comma. My mother said to me, comma, inverted comma, I am going going to the market. Right? So this particular sentence will be changed into indirect speech. Just said to will be changed into told. So my mother told me that. Now I will be changed according to my mother. My mother, if I choose a pronoun for it, it will be she. I have told you Izaman will change into was, were. So with she, it will be she was. And going to the market will be same. So this is my conversion of these types of sentences. In this manner, we have to apply each and every single rule while converting direct sentences into indirect sentences when the reported speech is an affirmative sentence. Viewers, again and again I am emphasizing that you have to identify the type of sentence which is given to you inside the inverted commas. Don't forget that inverted commas are reported speech. If you will do this particular exercise and if I give you more assignments based on this, I am quite hopeful that you will be able to do these kinds of conversions very easily. Just go through the rules. Still, if you find any sort of problem regarding this conversion, your suggestions, your viewpoints, they are always welcome. You can always write in the box which is given to you in this particular video. I am here just in order to simplify your problems, so your suggestions will be welcomed. Jai Guru.